Hello, welcome back again. This Gabriel icon of the charity Global Consulting, the charity for medical, pharmaceutical, innovative technology. Many people do believe that this guy don't have something else to do than to talk. No, I'm doing exactly what God made me for, and I'm doing what I love to do. Okay, research in a biomedical fields, public health and environmental health, data, bioinformatics and metadata. Those are the kind of things designing studies and talking about politics and things. Now, last time I spoke about Jay-Z and the message that Jesus Christ wanted him to listen. And I know Jesus Christ told me that he received the message, and he doesn't know, he doesn't understand why somebody like me passed the message, but he start thinking about it, and it's a good thing. But what I was going to say here today is not only for him but for everybody, but he will be the center and focus. What you have to understand, my friend, is that your album is good. It talk about your life, synopsis of your life, which is a good thing. I'm not against it. I'm just a messenger from Jesus Christ. You don't question Jesus Christ. He know the future. He know everything. I pray to Jesus Christ and I invite him in my life. I just don't talk to talk or try to say, man, I'm better than everybody else. I don't look as an ugly individual. Good looking guy, good heart for people. I I have my frustrations, but I don't envy anyone. So what I do is to pray for other people. 38-year-old, I have plenty life ahead that thing can still be well. 40 more years to work in my field before I can even glimpse or think of retiring. In the world of research and innovation in biotech, in pharma industry, medical device industry, and clinical practices, translational research, from bed into bench and from bench into bed. You're talking about from laboratory into clinical site and from clinical site into laboratory, exchanging information, interpretation, analysis, result, and implementations, reflections, corrections, and improvement. That's what it is. We got to be able to do things in a way that will change people's life, affect people in a way that they will grow into what they do. Everybody has some form of skills that we all nurture within ourselves, given from us from above. God did all this. Many people can come today and say, well, I don't believe in God. I don't want to talk about God. It should not be part of the subject. We are living in a society today that people are believing in those kind of things. That's the reason why they do things that are immoral. Because they don't have Jesus Christ in their life, therefore they don't have God in their life. Pathetic and pitiful. A society. I was born. I open my eyes and I see funny people. I didn't choose to be born in this family. I didn't choose this name to be my name. I didn't choose to be born in this location. I didn't choose to be born in this whatever condition. You just happen to be. And you end up growing up and saying, I don't believe in God. What is your support mechanism into your statement? And you end up doing immoral things and say, I do what I gotta do. What is your basis to support that? People are immoral and people don't want to accept the truth. You can only speak. Only people who are self-created can live the way people live life today. It is complete abomination into God. Complete abomination. And it is something somebody have to come forward and say to people, enough is enough. We cannot live a life like this. Like people think like they are self-created. If you know that you never self-create yourself, you have to start thinking about who created me. How do I end up being here? How do I end up being into this path? Now, the Holy Spirit said to me, and Jesus Christ, Jesus, for example, he have some dreams that show him sometime going to hell. You know, those dreams that he had. Now, those dreams are message from above, telling him that the path that you choose, if you don't pay attention, that's where you're going to end up. It's not a dream of just, oh, I got a bad dream today. That's not a bad dream. Let me tell you, if you read my equation of happiness, my equation of happiness is the best equation, and I believe that's the true equation because it came from inspiration from above. That equation states happiness is equal to your divine purpose, divine destiny, minus your expectation should be higher or equal to 0. It means when you bring up, you do some algebra and you bring up expectation in the other side, in order for you to be happy, your divine purpose or divine destiny have to be higher or equal to your expectation. It means your expectation have to be equal, at least equal to the divine purpose, in order for you to start building happiness within yourself. And many people don't know that. Now, the question that Jay-Z might ask me, well, it can be, or somebody can say, how can I find that divine purpose? How can we find a divine purpose? Good. Now, it comes back to what I mentioned about what the Holy Spirit told me about him having dreams when back then going into hell, into the turmoil of hell. Now, God will tell you your purpose in your dreams, your divine destiny in your dreams for the time being that you live. That's one method. God will tell you what you were created for in your dreams. Because dreams are the time God put in man's life, 8 hours, to communicate with his creation. Okay? Animals don't dream. They don't dream. They sleep, they wake up, and go back to the same routine. We dream because we created in the image of God to connect with him. Every human, either you are atheist, Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim, Jew, any religion, God will communicate with you through your dream. Dreams are the time in which your spirit is in you, because your spirit have to be in you in order for you to be alive, and your soul gonna leave your body, and your soul gonna be in the spiritual world, where you will be communicating with people in the spiritual world. When you dream, what happens is that things happen and you have no control of it. You have no control. Every single person who dreams, I don't care where you are in the planet, when you dream, you have no control, because your spirit is in you. Your spirit have to be in you for you to be alive, because that's life. And your soul gonna leave. Your soul gonna leave, and your mind will be connected to the spiritual realm. So when you're sleeping, you are in the spiritual realm. You are half dead, half alive when you're sleeping. half dead, half alive. That's why certain people die in their sleep sometime, because when the soul is out, it doesn't return. It stay there, and the spirit come out. So what happens is, or either the spirit come out because you die, and then your soul cannot return because the spirit is not there. You have to know that when you die, the first thing that goes, the spirit go out first, and the spirit always return back to God because the spirit is belong to God. Now, the soul is where the decision have to be made. Where are you gonna? Where do the soul gonna go? Heaven or hell? Now, depending on who master you serve in this earth, he'll be waiting for you. If it's Lucifer, you're gonna be the one waiting for you. If it's God, you're gonna see the angel ready, Jesus Christ ready to get you, to greet you. So that's what it is. And your body gonna go down 6 feet below. Now, through your dream, God will tell you future events, your destiny, and the thing that you should have not known if you didn't have any dreams. Now, the other way God will tell you about your divine purpose is through your experiences, your life, the challenge you face, the obstacle that you face in life. Will tell you there's something that I need to learn here. Maybe I got to go to a different direction. So those obstacles always bring you, try to direct you into the right path. And the flesh is in pain. The flesh is in pain because you're going into a different direction every single time. Your expectations are not met, but the purpose, the divine purpose, are being made. That's why you have to allow the divine purpose and the destiny to dominate your expectation so that you can move forward in pain. You're still going to feel some pain unless that expectation is exactly the same as the divine purpose at that time. Then you're fine. Without that, you have some problems. Now, being famous in this world can be problematic. Many people want to be famous. They want to be known. Big money. Jesus Christ last time he spoke to me, and as he come, he said, men always look for money, look for fame. We the heaven, we are not looking for those kind of things. They are secondary. We're looking to work on people's character. Because without a good character, nothing else will work. According to God's plan, nothing else. So if that is true here on earth as it is, I can assure you, you can't get into heaven if your character is not fixed, is not remodeled. That's what Jesus Christ said to Nostradamus. You have to be reborn again in order for you to get into heaven, because, God have to work in your character. And that's the thing that many people don't want. Everybody will see that, oh, well, maybe he did. No. God have to work in every single one of us character. So, you want to be famous, you'll be famous here. But if your fame is for you, it means you glorifying yourself. Glorifying yourself is to make the audience believe that because of you, you were able to do these things. That's what being famous is. And people start seeing you as an idol. They start idolizing you. You become like a god for them. A god figure. That's what it is. But when you become famous because God is famous and you are not, you are in good standing, but you might be against the Illuminati plan. So that's why God said, if you're looking for fame for you, it will be in vain before me. I mean, it will not count. It's not about you, it's about God. Now, humiliation. When you get humiliated for things by men, every single time you have humiliation, you are getting famous, famous in heaven. You have to know it's reverse, these things. It's very inverse, I can say. It's reverse, you can call it. When you get humiliated here, you get praise in heaven. But when you get praise here as a man, you get humiliated in heaven. Guys, how come this guy accept all of these things and didn't even mention about God? So it is one question people should ask. So light want you to be humble. See, not to seek for things that will make you thinking that you're better than God. But give glory to Him when those things come to you. That you can say, this is not my work, it is God's work. Like when I run. When I am in the fourth round to go another, I believe, 2 miles or 1.7 or something like that, I always say to people, my power don't derive from what was proposed to me, money wise, or myself try to be more powerful than anybody. My power, come from above. Come from above. And that is correct and that is true. The power comes from above, and we have to be able to notice it. That I am running. I'm not trying to impress people here or make myself be known as maybe a god or so powerful. No, my power comes because God have power in me and make me run the way I'm running. That's what it is. And then now, fame have to do with the plan that the Luciferic, the Illuminati have in place. They will propose you many things. They say you got to be famous. And they'll tell you, this is what God you created for. To enjoy things here. There is not a compensation, a reward in the afterlife. That's what they'll tell you. Everything is here. You live only once. That's the lies. That's the lie. So you have to listen to people who have wisdom, people who can think, people who can give you ideas and guide you. When actually the light of humiliation will come and said, there is more into this life, into the next life than in this life. Or there's more into this life to learn about the other life. This is not it. This is not it. So we have to be careful of knowing. It's better to be nothing in this earth and be someone in heaven than to be famous here in this United States and the world is a waste of soul, going directly to hell. So it's important. We have to be able to forgive like we have been forgiven by God. What we do to other people can come back to our generations. We have to know that what we do to other people can actually come back to our generation. And it always do come back. If you look the entire Bible, so we have to be careful. When we hurt somebody, when we try to do something against somebody, we have to know that we are not only hurting that person, maybe we are making that person a favor, but mostly we are hurting our generation to come. We have made greater things in life. So the kingdom of God is near. The United States have to stop praying one by one. The stars, the famous, like Jay-Z, the rappers, we have to give, you have to give, I'll give our life to Jesus Christ. I know that many people might not want to believe in this video, but I want people to know, listen to the video and make your own analysis as you want to make. But finding your divine purpose is so important. It's very important, because if we don't pay attention, we don't do the thing that we're supposed to, all these people will end up in hell without knowing. The Bible is very clear. What do a person gain by having the entire world? The interpretation of that is very simple as well. I want it to be done. I want it to be done. So important. The light from heaven come in form of matter that we have, but in light form. Like a carbon. Carbon have a light carbons that those substances are made of. So it's important for me to know that. It's important for me to appreciate what I'm saying here. Humiliation is becoming famous in heaven. Being famous here is an humiliation in heaven. You're going to say, why that? It's because the Bible is very clear. Vanity of vanity, everything is vanity. All vanity. The heaven want to see people who are willing to be humble, to give their life to them. It means allow the cross to kill the flesh. But getting this word separate you from God. So my choice is to avoid people, to pray on a daily basis, to invite Jesus Christ in their life, be consistent, and pray in spiritual tongues, pray in tongues, and make sure that you allow the cross to kill your flesh, and humble yourself into the will of your divine destiny and purpose. Doing those things will help you to become a famous person in heaven and get the attention of God and become favorable in the eyes of God, like Joseph did, like David did, like many others. So will I making fun of those celebrities? No. But what I'm saying is, you're looking for being famous, yeah, and I'll be well pleased to talk to anyone about this subject. Fame and humiliation, as a concept of the Illuminati and light. You have to seek for light. You have to seek for the face of Jesus Christ. Knowledge is knowledge. But knowledge without the Creator is like driving a car without knowing the sign on the road. Most likely, a person will crash. You know? You have to know that. We should not be worried. We should not be envying other people. Fame in this world lead you into the gate of hell. Righteous humiliation lead you into the gate of heaven, depending on how you reacted to birth. So we have to be careful doing that. If you have to support each other, make sure that we are not part of conspiracy. Like those people were doing today when I was talking to my friend, or some person that I met at the gym. They were telling him not to talk to me. You can do that. The person is healthy. I am healthy like everybody else. And we must support each other. Doing so is not good. That's why we have to be careful. The avenue of Christ in this world can be very challenging. You know, so important, so important. So, without further ado, I would like people to reach me at www. I try to give my number, but no. People came with calls. angelhmedfounded.net or charity, www.charitymedfounded.org, space, Facebook, LinkedIn, yeah, and you have Twitter, yeah, Twitter, yes, and then I got Pinterest, G Plus, Mails, and pretty much. You have question, you can ask into my you can subscribe and ask, and I'll be able to answer your question. And I have my all my video completed. One talking to Jesus Christ every day, message to Trump and Putin, and fame and humiliation as an expression of Illuminati and light. Darkness and light. So I do want to leave you now, and I hope that you guys have get note of this message, and I believe that's it. I talk to you how you can invite the Spirit of Christ and talk to Christ every single day. Christ can come at any moment as I speak. Nobody knows. We already almost 2,000 years. Uh, is that something that I enjoy? No, I don't. But it is the truth that is written. So I just have to buy by it, like I told you, to be happy. Now I'll talk about message to President Trump and Putin. Very important message. And I spoke about famous in this world, in losing your soul, or being humiliated and becoming famous in heaven. And I hope that's the good message here. May God be with you. May God bless you all. Do Brother Jesus take this message with humility and think about it. I'm not here to judge. I'm nobody to judge, but I'm here just to pass the message. Saving people's soul is more important than everything. And woman, respect your husband, and husband, respect your wife. A woman was made from the spirit of a man. A woman's spirit is not a woman's spirit, is a male spirit. A woman spirit was made out of a male spirit. It was a portion of it. Check it. That was made. People have to know that. That's why Jesus Christ said, woman, respect your husband. A woman spirit referred to a man spirit, but the soul of the woman is the soul of the woman, because the soul is made according to the genome of an individual. So the woman have her own soul, but her spirit is the male spirit, because it was taken from the male to make her. It's a portion, the part of it. That's why many people are confused when they have problem, because they don't have the right partners. The right partner means the part of your spirit that was taken to make somebody that God made for you. When you are together, you form one spirit, complete spirit. That's what it is. That's why the women have to be very careful in that regard, not to violate God's law, because they are very practical and they are proof of it. Just not to talk. You have to be able to understand it and say, yes, yeah, your spirit was made out of a man's spirit. So a woman truly, her spirit is male from spirit. But her soul is a feminist soul. But her spirit is masculine because it was taken from it. You have to know all these things. That's why God said to men, to the word, women, respect your husband. Respect comes from it. And men, love your wife. So, women, respect your husband. Because without him, your spirit will not be formed. Men, love your wife. Because without her, your spirit will not be complete. You have to understand concept. You just don't talk to talk. Because then you don't understand why you are respecting the law of God. And all these abominations that's going around of the power of women, the power of men, the power of all this kind of crap. People don't understand why they are, who made them, and what the condition God put in place for it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. I will develop more into this topic next time, and people will see it more clearly. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. I reached my 37 minutes. That's all I can do.